greatest bands. There's no criteria. It's your individual criteria. At the end of the show, before we end it, the four of us have to come up with one Rushmore together. How we start this show usually is you introduce who Rick Rubin is from your.
Oh, that's a bunch of bullshit.
I don't give a shit. That's how we do it.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
And then Rick, you do Jimmy. So we're going to start with you, Rick. Kind of.
No, I'll start.
Okay.
I'll start. This way I don't make Rick have to fuck.
I thought this was my show. Now I realize it's not.
This way Rick doesn't think he has to fucking blow me. You know what I'm saying? This is a bunch of bullshit. Rick is one of the great record producers of all time, but he's also crossed many, many, many different roads. He was there at the beginning of the emergence of hip hop, and what he did with producing and having Def Jam created a new form of business model and art. And then he decided to cross over, and which is one of his original loves, into rock music. When you can do that as successfully as he had, it's nearly impossible to do on a creative level. It's very, very, very difficult.
Has any other producer crossed over different genres like
I don't believe so. I don't believe anybody's done it to the extent and to the impact that Rick has. He's done many, 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 many things, but that is always the one that I found the trickiest and the most unique.
And he navigated it.
How he can hear as comfortably in both genres and take the essence of the angst of both genres and communicate them and communicate to the artist making the record, because they're very different types of people.
And when you were doing rap and everything, how much crossover did you guys have?
Not a lot. We were just friends. You know, I've always respected him as a record producer, but we did share one incredible thing. Tom Petty had 3 of his best records, and one of them was Full Moon Fever, the other was Wallflowers, and one was Damn the Torpedoes. I produced Damn the Torpedoes in 1979. I'm not sure of the years. Rick produced Wallflowers, and Jeff Lynne produced Full Moon Fever. It's a real coincidence because he's had a fabulous relationship with U2, and so have I. So we've met more in the rock area than we did in hip hop. When I got into hip hop, I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't come from hip hop like Rick did. Rick was in his dorm room listening to hip hop. I wasn't. I didn't have a dorm room.
I think the reason that was the case is we were just doing it at different times. Had you been in a dorm at the time that I was in a dorm, you probably would have been doing hip hop because you liked what was good in the moment. Jimmy produced some of the great rock albums of all time, then went on to reinvent what a modern record company is and created arguably the state-of-the-art record company from the time that he started going forward. We sort of got hip-hop music started, and he took hip-hop music to levels it had never before seen and have never seen since, actually. He also created Apple Music. He also created Beats along with Dre. Incredible storied career. There'll be books written about Jimmy forever.
All right, Rick, hit it.
Number 1, Beatles. I don't think you can even argue that one. Number 2, the Ramones. Number 3, I will pick James Brown and his band. Both bands.
It's
that may be controversial, but we'll
okay, go on.
If you go to see James Brown in concert, you're going to see James Brown and his band. And at one point in time, it was one band. And then later it was the band switched, but there were 2 bands, and regardless of who you got, they would be the best band in the world at that time. I think 4th, I'm going to pick Kraftwerk. Kraftwerk.
So crazy. I'm going to say something. We've done this 3 times now. There's bands on here that I would never have picked, like in other things that we've done. I'm like, this is fantastic.
Because you don't even know where the one is.
Yo, I do know the one.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I love that last pick.
And the reason I picked Kraftwerk is regardless of whatever bands are on our list, rock bands, otherwise, anyone else is going to say, music made today, all music made today goes back to Kraftwerk more than anyone else on our list. That's why Kraftwerk's on the list.